Hello everyone. Good afternoon. It is afternoon for me. It is 1 p.m. to be precise. Apologies if I am not as... I feel that I'm not really that much of an energetic person to begin with, but apologies if my energy is not as high today. I'm quite ill right now. And I was feeling not well an hour ago, but I definitely started feeling worse in the last hour, and so I may be a little bit more low. A little bit more low. And, oh my goodness, my lizards are fighting. Oh! Leon! Oh my goodness. Leon, thank you so much for the raid. Ignore those things in the background. I don't know why they're doing that. Hello! Let me mod you. Let me mod you. The Valorant God himself, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. The cold seems to be taking its hold. Yes. It was very sudden. You see, I was already coming down from a cough that I had for a while. And then yesterday, I started feeling... my throat hurts a bit. And it got worse. And it feels like hellfire in my throat, and it's quite hard to swallow anything, and I have a bit of a fever. And I took a COVID flu combination test, and it came back negative, but then I looked again, and there was a slight flu line, and so I may have the flu. I'm not sure. I'm going to test again later today. It may still be a bit early, but I am a bit ill right now. But that is alright. I will stream as long as my body can handle, and then I will probably go to sleep again. I woke up like I usually do at around 6, 7 a.m. So I have the power now and hope you get better. Thank you. Thank you very much, Valorant God. Any chance you'll go to a doctor? If I test again and I have the flu, I will probably just get flu remedies and rest. Because going to the doctor is quite expensive. I'm a very fragile person. I go outside one day after being inside for weeks, and then I get ill. That's just how it goes. When I got my cough, I went out for a single day. A single day to an event. And then I had a cough for 2 months. It doesn't end. It never ends. Maybe I should just go outside. And the thing is, I walk outside into the sun. But I don't think I see enough people. I don't touch enough grass to build up germs and the like. But yes, I don't think flu is worth the $60 copay, and then whatever cost it is for the testing, and then I don't think the medicine itself would be very expensive. I do have insurance that covers most medication, but yes. I was worried it was strep because my throat does feel like it's on fire, but I do have a little bit of a cough. And usually a cough is not common with strep throat. You can still have a cough, but it's not that common. So, we'll just see. Ginger tea. I have throat coat, and I did have throat coat tea this morning, and it did not help very much. It actually hurts quite a bit to drink water. I feel like shoving a popsicle down my throat. and letting it sit. Not even ice cold water helps. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully whatever it is passes soon. I hope so as well. I was going to take a little day trip this weekend, but maybe this is a sign that I should stop leaving my house. Rabies? No, this can't be happening. They're going to put me out back and send me to a farm upstate. I did take my vitamins. In fact, I took them right before my stream. Why leave the comfort of home? True. What are you eating? No, sir! Stop eating my bed. Come here. Come here. Stop eating the bed. Naughty, naughty lizard. No, sir. Come here. Come here. Naughty. Barking lizards causing chaos. One of them, the youngest one, my oldest, is at my feet and he is sleeping on a blanket like a good little baby. Animal being naughty, yes. Oh, I forgot to do something. One moment. I'm going to quickly disable this very quickly and log into Letterboxd. One moment. Oh gosh. Ugh. Okay. Goodness. I'm alright. Alright. So, let us get right to it. If I feel that I cannot handle streaming today, then, you know, I know my limits, and so I know my limits. If I need to stop streaming, then I will let you all know. I will let you all know. So, today's topic is anime movies. Anime movies. And I've seen quite a few anime movies. So. Ugh, forgive me. I keep muting to cough. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to start with one of my favorites that I personally put in. So, my favorite Ghibli movies are ones that are not typically favorites for other people. They are very much comfort movies for me, and I watch them often when I do chores. They're not really movies I watch with other people, they're movies I watch by myself. Usually when I'm performing tasks or need something to go on, or if I just need a little comfort. I really enjoy Castle in the Sky, as well as From Up on Poppy Hill. I very much enjoyed From Up on Poppy Hill and Castle in the Sky. And so personally, I'd say Castle in the Sky is an S tier, while I'd put From Up on Poppy Hill an A tier. From Up on Poppy Hill is not magical or extravagant, but it is still very comfortable. It is still very comfortable and well made. So, I would put these in S and A respectively. So I'm going to log Castle in the Sky. I have no idea what Sheeta. So, the main character in Castle in the Sky is Sheeta. And, you know, they hire usually, like actors, not voice actors, for Studio Ghibli movies, you know. And I could not tell what... I believe that the voice actress was from New Zealand, but I don't think she could tell. I don't know what she was trying to do. I don't know what she was trying to do with her accent as Sheeta. It was very strange, and she kept shifting throughout the film. But I still love this movie quite a lot. My dear Prez, as a Spanish speaker, I cannot take serious castle. Oh, because it's called La Puta, but in the Spanish dub, they say La Puta. I am very much aware. I'm going to put this in my likes. And I'm going to get from Up on Poppy Hill as well. I do love this movie. I'll give it 4. I'll give it a like as well. I do know what that means. And now we can get to everyone else's recommendations. I just wanted to get those out of the way. Let's start with Makia. Makia. I watch this movie once or twice a year, and it is always with a different person. It is because it invokes a lot of tears, especially from me, and I love to hear people cry. I think it is so endearing for someone to feel vulnerable enough with you to cry in front of you. I think it is quite adorable, and so I do recommend this movie whenever a friend wants to watch a movie with me. I will say, let's watch Makia. I made a dear friend of mine watch it with me, and she had a very adorable reaction. Her reaction was her shaking her head back and forth and going, "No! No!" She was trying to stop her tears. It was very adorable and very silly. So, I do think it's quite a good movie. The only thing, though, it can get a little bit confusing in its storyline. Not its main storyline, but I guess the passage of time. It is a bit explanatory, but some things feel a little open-ended. But it's still it's a beautiful movie. It's very well made, and it does invoke tears. So, I'd say I'd put Makia in B. That reminds me, how did the Long Walk watch along with the friend? Oh, we haven't gotten the opportunity. She's very busy. In fact, it's the same friend that I just told you all about that I watch Makia with. It's the same friend. So I'd put Makia in B. But it does make me cry quite a bit. I think I'd put it in 3.5 stars. Alright. Next, we have In This Corner of the World. So, I actually very much like war movies and post-war, pre-war movies. And I actually own this one on Blu-ray. And I own the manga as well. I quite enjoy this movie. I enjoy it a lot. I think it's a beautiful film. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. Where would I place it, though? I love it. I love the film. I don't think it's quite S tier, but I would put it in A. I would put it in A. It is very well made, and it has a very adorable style. I love this movie. In fact, I'd put a like on it. And I think I'll give it 4.5 stars. The movie is beautifully made. The animation is wonderful. There are several sequences that are very much anime original, and they are very well put together. It's very well directed. Very wonderful art direction in the movie. You should watch it if you own the Blu-ray. I loved it, and so I own the Blu-ray. Very good film. Very good film. Now, Akira. So, I'm going to admit something to all of you. I've never finished Akira. I started it. I did not get very far in. I was watching with a friend, and then that friend had to run an errand, and then we just never got back to it. So I've never finished it. I've watched about 20 minutes of Akira. So I'm not quite sure where to place this. I know it is iconic. It has inspired so much. I've seen the motorcycle, you know, the motorcycle stop in so many forms of media. But I've also heard this consensus in that it is iconic. It is beautifully animated, but it is not a very good story. So why'd you add it in the tier list? Because it was recommended. It was recommended. And then if it's a movie I haven't seen, then I would simply let the public decide. That way it's more interactive with the audience. It is an icon of the genre, but it does not mean it is perfect. Exactly. It is very impressive looking. I just hear that its story is very lackluster. The director expanded on it a lot in the manga. It got compressed, I see. I think it's fair to put it in B then. I'll put it in B. And I will also add it to my to-watch list. That is not what I was what is this? That is not what I wanted to look up. I'm going to add it to my watch list. What is the general consensus? 4.3. A lot of people rank this 5 out of 5. Interesting. I do hear that the music is quite good for it as well. Let me move my boom arm. There we go. Alright. How about we get straight into Satoshi Kon's work? I would personally put Perfect Blue in S tier. Perfect Blue is one of my favorite films of all time. I first discovered it in 2017, I believe. I watched it with a good friend of mine. And we were very passionate about idols in particular. And then I was trying to search up something. I think I was researching something for some kind of project. And I came across Perfect Blue, or at least an article on it. And I thought, oh, they made a movie. And it's by the same director as Paranoia Agent. And I very much love Paranoia Agent. So I thought, oh, I should give this a go. And so I did. And then I ended up watching it 3 times over the... Oh god, I'm going to cough. Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts to breathe a bit. Oh, goodness. Apologies, apologies. I'm so sorry. I did not expect to get sick again this fast. I just got over a plethora of issues. But, I was going to say, I loved it. I still love it. I watched it 3 times within 2 days. I show it to everyone that has never seen it. I love Perfect Blue. I think it is expertly made. It is inspired so much. It is truly iconic. It is inspired live action films. Like Black Swan. Yes, I love Satoshi Kon's work. I love Satoshi Kon's work. And so, I'm going to... Where did it go? Where is the log? There it is. Perfect Blue. I personally rate it a 5 out of 5. Where is it? Perfect Blue. And I will put it in my likes. Favorite episode of Paranoia Agent. So my favorite episode of Paranoia Agent. I don't remember the episode number, but it's the one with the group of people that meet up online to commit suicide. That is my favorite. The best is it applies more and more today with its themes. It does, it does. It is timeless. It is timeless. I remember Perfect Blue had a showing at a close theater for me a couple months ago. I guess I missed out. You did! If I'm not mistaken, I think it is streaming on Shudder. Yes, that's my favorite Paranoia Agent episode. I actually have been really wanting a Muromi, I believe is its name, the little mascot character. I've always wanted a Muromi plushie. I think it is so adorable. On the same topic as Perfect Blue, we have Tokyo Godfathers. Now, I love Tokyo Godfathers. I love it. I think it is such a fantastic Christmas film. And actually, I'm thinking of watching it together with you all for next week's Film Club Friday. I love Tokyo Godfathers. I think that I'd put nearly everything that Satoshi Kon has made in S tier. Almost. There are 2 of them in here that I would put in A. But yes, I think that next week we will be watching Tokyo Godfathers. It is the perfect movie for the season. I have watched it. I would put this here. Now for Paprika. I think it is a visually stunning movie, but I think it falls short of its predecessors. So I will put it in A. I might even put it in B, just based on enjoyability. I think it's a good movie. Do not get me wrong, but I don't think it is a great movie. I don't think it is a great movie. I think it is good. I think it is good, but I think it falls short. It is quite the spectacle, it is. It is quite the spectacle. I need to drink more water. So, I would put it in A. I would put it in A, and then we will rank Millennium Actress. I think that I'd honestly give it 3.5. Not quite 4. 3.5, not quite 4. But for Millennium Actress, I do love Millennium Actress. And I would put it ahead of all of these in A. But it's not quite S. It's not quite S. It is such a beautiful film. It is so well made. It has a great story. But it falls just a bit short. Just barely. Just barely. It falls just a little bit short of S. It's borderline S, yes. In my eyes, at least. In my eyes, at least. It is such a good film. I do want to watch it with you all. I do want to watch it with you all because it is really, really well made. I cannot type for some reason. Millennium Actress. There we go. So I would put it at 4.5. I'll put it at 4.5. I think that is fair. Your hot take is Millennium Actress over Perfect Blue. I think that is fair. I think that when it comes to certain themes and the way things are directed, I think that they are very different films, and so I guess it is a bit subjective, but in my personal opinion, I would put Millennium Actress just slightly behind. Slightly behind. Now, Your Name. So, Kimi no Nawa. I'm a bit... Is the word perplexed? I don't know how I feel about Kimi no Nawa. I think it is a beautiful film. But I don't know if I'd say that it is a great film. I think it's good. But when I first watched it, I was very intoxicated. In fact, I was drunk for the first time in my life. And I thought it was so amazing. And I was crying, and I was crying into my friends, and I was drinking heavily. I do not drink, by the way. This was a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. This is my first time ever drinking copious amounts of alcohol. And so, you know, I thought it was so fantastic the first time I watched because I was inebriated. But after rewatching it, I just do not think it is that special. How unlike you. I know. 8 years ago, I was a very different person. But now I'm pushing 30, and I don't really like alcohol. I did start sobbing. I was crying very hard. Very hard. But we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that. Because I rewatched it and I realized, oh, this is really not all that great. It's not monumental. I think it is visually stunning. But its story is not amazing. I think it's very meh. I think it's a very meh story. It's not great. It's good. And it looks fantastic, but I feel like looks can only carry you so far. So I'd put it in B. I'll put Kimi no Nawa in B. I don't know why I typed it like that. Your Name. I'll give it 3.5. 3.5. Would be my take. There was a manga for Kimi no Nawa? If you pay attention, it's nothing new. I want to eat your pancreas. I put it in C. I was not impressed. I was not attached. It's pretty film. Not impressive. Not impressive. I think I'd give it 2.5 stars. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Watched it. Not impressed. As a fan of this one, I agree entirely. I can understand what is likable about it. I just personally do not like it. I would still watch it. I don't think I'd rewatch it, but if you had never seen it before, I would recommend watching it at least once. I'd watch it at least once. At least once. Hello, welcome, good morning. Pokemon the Movie 3. This is the Entei film. And this is actually I don't know if I would call it my most favorite Pokemon film. But I think it is the best. I think it is the best, actually, and I would put it an S. I would put it an S. I think it is visually stunning, and I think it has a good story. It's a little darker. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. My Entei Awakening, yes. Yes, the one with Entei. I think it is the best Pokemon film. Though my favorite Pokemon film is Jirachi Wishmaker. I'm very, very fond of that one. So I would put it at S tier. What in God's name? What is the name of the film? Is this it? It is. I put it in 5. And I'll put it in a like. Jirachi is not an onion, that is Celebi. And I did cry when I watched the Celebi film. But I don't think the Celebi film is very good. A shiny Genesect. We do have two other Pokemon movies here, though. We have the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. I do like this one. I think it is very well made. I think it is very, very well made. And I do think that it is... I don't think it's the best one, but I do think it's basically on par with the Entei film. It's a classic one. It does invoke a certain reaction. Ash literally turns to stone. I'll give it its flowers. I'll put it in S. I'll put it in S. I'll give it an S. I had that very card. I had that very card that you were talking about, the Mew one. High praise, yes. I believe that a friend of mine in high school, her uncle actually sang for one of the Pokemon movies. I need to check. I need to check which movie he sang for. He sang for Pokemon the movie 2000, which is the Lugia movie. He sang the opening theme for that. He was a part of a group called Youngstown, and they also sang the Inspector Gadget opening as well. The uncle who worked at Nintendo was real? Yes, I would look up Youngstown. They are quite good. They are quite good. I have no relation to them, so I feel comfortable sharing this. They do not live anywhere near me. The classic Inspector Gadget series? No, the live-action film. Yes. Let's see. Oh, Spirited Away. I watched this for the first time. I can remember the exact age and setting that I first saw this film. So, I was about 10 years old, and I was at a sleepover. I was at a sleepover for my friend, let's call her Alina. And Alina said she had this new anime film on DVD. And I said, oh, wonderful. Let's watch. And I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. But I'm kind of in a minority where I don't think Spirited Away is all that. I think it is a great film, it's iconic, but I didn't personally like it all that much, if that makes sense. I think it is overpraised. I think it is overpraised. I think it is A tier at best. It's A tier at best for me. So I will put it in A. I'll put it in A. Spirited Away. I'll give it a 4. I remember being a bit traumatized when the parents turned into pigs. Now for another Ghibli film. Princess Mononoke. Now, I would put this ahead of Spirited Away. I think it is leagues better than Spirited Away in so many different ways. I think it is such a beautiful film. I like the darker aspects to it. I'm more attached to the characters. I think it is so... Oh, the animation is so fantastic. I think I would put it in S tier. I would definitely put Princess Mononoke in S tier. It is fantastic. Almost makes you root for the bad guys. Exactly. 5 stars. Yes, I would give Princess Mononoke 5 stars. Still haven't watched this one complete? You should. Princess Mononoke was the first anime film I ever saw. I was 4 years old. Goodness me. The music and story, it is fantastic. It is fantastic. I'm surprised that we only have one in C right now. Oh, I'm about to add another one. I think Belle has wonderful music, but it is not a good story. I could not become attached to anyone in this story. The music was wonderful. It looked wonderful, but it is not a good movie. It is okay. It is okay. I have not rated A Silent Voice yet. Not yet. I think despite putting it in C, I would give it 3 stars because I did enjoy it far more than I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. And I do enjoy Mamoru Hosoda. I do. He has been having a bad streak. He has been having a bit of a bad streak with these films. He just released another movie, I believe, called Scarlet or something like that. And I've just heard terrible things about it. I've just heard terrible things about it. I'll have to see it myself because I do love his films. But he's been falling off a bit. It's like every time he releases something new, it gets a little bit worse. It gets a little bit worse. But I'll rate one of his amazing films, and I will put Summer Wars in A tier. I'll put Summer Wars in A tier because I don't think it's a perfect film, but personally, I love Summer Wars. I love Summer Wars. I have it on Blu-ray. And I love to watch the English dub because, you know, one of the Venture Bros voices the main character in it. I do love Summer Wars so much. I love it to bits. I watched it for the first time in 2012, I believe. It is a very well-made film that is Digimon again. It took balls to do such a remake of his Digimon film. And then he did it again with Belle. It just keeps remaking the same movie, but worse each time. I actually own, I do own that Digimon movie on Blu-ray. They actually released it. So, I think, was it Discotek Media? I don't remember what it is exactly. But they re-released the film, completely redubbed it, so that it is plot accurate. And it's all of it strung together. And then they also have it where it's the original English dub and the Japanese as well. And I got that for myself for Christmas last year. It was Dean. It was Dean. Conrad, thank you so much for gifting 1 membership. Myself and the community greatly appreciate it. But yes, I would put Summer Wars in A tier. Did I already rate it? Did I? I don't remember. I'm going to check again. Summer Wars. I'll put it here. The community, yes, exactly. Now, One Piece Stampede. I hear it's good. I don't like One Piece. And I've not even seen One Piece Red. I've seen all of the music for it. But I don't know where to place it. I'll let you all decide. I'll let you decide where One Piece Stampede goes. I'm good on watching 1,000 episode anime. It seems nobody knows how to rank this. I'm going to look at the Letterboxd consensus. Do not ask Paige for a rating. Let's see what... Oh, they were rated about 4 stars. I'll put it in B. I'll put it in B. Suzume. Another Makoto Shinkai film. I saw this in theaters. Where is Baron Omatsuri? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yes, that's what you were hoping to recommend. I've never seen it. I've never seen any One Piece film. Why did you appear when we started talking about this? Who told you? Who told you? Which one of you turnips went to her? Which one of you tattletaled? I'll be having a word with you later. In the film club room. How is Stampede there? Because someone left an image of it in the Twitter replies. If you want your recommendation to be listed, you need to reply with an image or a film title on Twitter whenever I ask for them. I have not seen this, and I let the people decide. You? Yes, me. What happened to Weathering with You? Nobody recommended it. I know snitches get stitches. Rest in peace, Miss Yumi the Witch. Were you watching and waiting like a little freak? You can submit next time. I put Omatsuri together with Paprika when Komo asked for the tier list, but she decided to ghost One Piece. Truly evil. Well, I just picked one. With some of you, you recommended quite a few at a time, and I only picked one or two from each person's post. I guess it was for the best no one suggested End of Evangelion. Why? I love End of Eva. I love End of Eva. Chief, thank you so much for the super. One Piece is an anime Star Trek. Goodness me. Oh, yes, everyone. I forgot to tell you all this. I've been bad, and I've forgotten to thank some super chats and memberships and the like. And so, I'm going to make it all up to you that have donated or become members, and anyone that has sent me a donation or become a member, I will be including you on the thank you card on Thursday when I write everyone's names. I think that is only fair. I think it is only fair. So I will be doing that. Yes. Onward. Josie, the tiger, and the fish. It's a very pretty movie. It's a very pretty movie, but I don't think it is that spectacular. I'd put it in B. I'll put it in B. I'll put it in B, and I'll give it 3 stars. Oh yeah, Suzume, I forgot. I forgot all about it. I'd put it in B or C. I think it looks great. It just was not that good of a film for me. I don't think it had that compelling of a story. I wasn't attached to anyone. But it did look nice. It looked very pretty. But I can't say it's a good movie. I was very disappointed with it, actually. I'll put it here. I'll put it in a high C. I'll put it in high C. I'll give it 3 stars. All right. Look back. So, this recently got announced that they are making a live action by Koreeda, who directed one of my favorite movies. But when I originally watched Look Back, I gave it 5 stars and I loved it. But after rewatching, I don't know if I'd give it 5 stars again. I think that I would place it in A tier and give it a 4 or 4.5. I think I give it 4.5. Shoplifters? Oh, I'm a big fan of Kaibutsu. Big fan of Kaibutsu. Let's see. The Fate Grand Order movie. Which one is this? It's not Camelot. What is this one called? I don't remember the name. Let me check. Let me see. Oh, Grand Temple of Time. Grand Temple of Time. Okay. I have seen this one. There are quite a few Fate Go. It's just not that good. I don't think any of them are that good. I don't think any of them are that good. I'll give it 2.5 stars. Alright, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you. Hope you feel better. Thank you, I greatly appreciate it. I'd give it 2.5. Now, the Chainsaw Man movie. The Lazy Arc movie. It just came out. I saw it in theaters. It is very well made. I think that it is one of those movies where you really just have to see it animated. You really just have to see it animated. I think that they did a fantastic job adapting it and adding to it. But if I am being honest, I do not think Chainsaw Man is all that compelling to begin with. I think it's a great movie. It has excellent execution, but if I think about Chainsaw Man's actual story and how it's presented, I'd put it in A. But very high A. Not as high as these. I would put it above Paprika. I did love it. I thought it was great. You know, I'd give it 4.5. I'd give it 4.5. I quite enjoyed it. Now, very quickly, everyone, I'm going to go to the restroom. One moment. I'm going to go to the restroom. I'm going to pick some flowers. I will be back. It's going to get a little bit loud for a moment. I'll be right back. I have returned. Hello. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. I've been drinking a bit more water, so self-explanatory. Hello, little lizard. Good morning. Sweet little man. Welcome back. Thank you. Whew. Well, they have hiccups. Adorable. Alright, now let us do this is another Pokemon film. This is another Pokemon film. Let me grab the exact title for you all. It's the Kyurem versus the Sword of Justice movie. Our first D tier, everyone. Terrible. Not the worst, but not a good film. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe you should all rethink claiming the films. Oh, goodness. Where is it? There it is. Oof. 1.5 stars. Let's hear it for our first D, everyone. Generational burn. I get the Unova hate. It wasn't a good gen. Congrats, Pokemon. You have both S and D ranks. I actually watched a Pokemon film a little bit before my debut, and it made me cry. It's the Coco movie. It made me cry. Let's do... What should we do next? A silent voice. A silent voice. So, I was quite a big fan of the manga when it was out. Originally, it was somewhat of a short story, and then it got a full release. And then, you know, they released a film for it. And I think it executed things very, very well. I think that the way that they handled the X's on other people's faces at the end, it was a very touching moment. I think it's a very touching film in general. I think it is a great film. It is a great film. I think Kyoto Animation did a wonderful job with it. I don't think it's my favorite Kyoto Animation movie, though. My favorite is Liz and the Bluebird, which I saw in theaters. And I cried quite a bit. It's kind of a relatable film for me. But I think that I would put it... I think I would put it in high A. I would put it above Chainsaw Man movie. And I'd give it 4.5 stars. It's very good. It's very good. KyoAni does excellent work. KyoAni produced / directed one of my favorite comedy anime. I love Full Metal Panic Fumofu. I love Full Metal Panic Fumofu. Next, let's see. The Idolmaster movie? I didn't expect to see this one. I didn't expect to see it. Beyond the Brilliant Future. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I thought it was enjoyable. I put it in B. Based on personal enjoyment, I put it in B. But I don't think I'd give it more than a 3-star. I don't think I put it above 3 stars. Next we have the Cowboy Bebop movie. So, I have never watched Cowboy Bebop. I've seen clips. I've seen miscellaneous episodes spread out across Toonami, but I've never watched it in its entirety. Or really in order, for that matter, but I don't think the order is that important with Cowboy Bebop. I've seen clips from the movie. But I have not watched it myself. It kind of is? I see. Where would you place the Cowboy Bebop movie, everyone? I'm going to look at the general consensus for this movie. Let me see. On Letterboxd, it has a 4.1 out of 5 average. So it's decent. Okay. Oh, I'll put it in A. You all seem to know what you're talking about. You can't go wrong with Spike. Okay. I'll put it in A. Now, Grave of the Fireflies. It is a very difficult watch for me. Not necessarily because of the contents of the film. The contents of the film are quite sad. And so I have not watched it in quite some time. It's been several years, but I watched it for the first time when I experienced a great loss. It was actually my first ever great loss in life. And I could not get myself to cry. And so I had online friends and I asked them, what is a movie that without a doubt will make you cry? And they recommended Grave of the Fireflies. And it worked! And I cried for hours and hours and hours, and it was so terrible, but I got out what I needed to. And so, I do think it is a film where if I need to get something out of my system, I will put on. But I have not needed to put it on for a long time. I've not needed to put it on for a long time. I think it's a very well-made film. It's very, very well-made. In fact, I think I put it in S tier based on how I feel about it. So I will put it in S. But I don't want to watch it unless I absolutely have to because it reminds me of bad times. Very good film. Steam Boy. This is very nostalgic for me. One of my babysitters that I had growing up, she was a big Steam Boy fan. And she had a giant Steam Boy movie poster hung up in her living room, and we'd watch the film quite often. She was half Japanese, and so whenever she would visit family in Japan, she would bring me home little goodies and the like. And so I learned quite a bit about Japanese culture from her in my preteen years. But I very much like Steam Boy. I do like Steam Boy. But I can't decide if I would put it in A or B. I don't know if I would put it in A or B. I think I would put it... I would genuinely put it in B. After having rewatched it in recent years, I think I'd put it in high B. I'm gonna put it right behind Akira, even though I've never properly watched it. Let's see. Let's see. Pat Labor. Oh my gosh, Pat Labor 2. Wow. This is an oldie but goldie. Oldie but goldie. It's Pat Labor 2. I'd put it in A. I would definitely put it in A. It's excellent. I'd give it 4. I'd give it 4 stars. We love hag movies. How old is Pat Labor? That movie in particular, I think, came out in 1993. But Pat Labor in general has been out a bit before that, so. A slow burn, but it is fantastic. It is. It is. Let's see. Someone put Garakoa. I would also put this in D. I'm sorry. It's just not good. It's also only an hour. It's only an hour long, and I'll give you 2 stars. I'll give you 2 stars. Now. What's next? What's next? Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I would place it. I think at least... At least... B. At the very least, B. But I don't think it is that amazing. Yes, I would say it's iconic, but I don't think it's a masterpiece. I don't think it's a masterpiece, but... Where would I put it? Where would I put it? I'll have to think about this for a moment. I really have to think about this. This is difficult. I think I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. I'll give it a low A. I'll give it a low A. I have not seen Mars Express. I have not. Oh, wow. I forgot that someone recommended this. Gundam Endless Waltz. Man. How long ago did this come out? It was the 90s. I do like Gundam. I do. I like Gundam Wing and Gundam Seed. I grew up with them. I don't know if I would put it in A or B. It is definitely not S. It is definitely not S, but I would put it in A or B. I think I give it a high B. I give it a high B. This doesn't feel right. Is this? Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Okay. I'll give it 3.5. All right, now red line. Red line. It looks awesome. It looks awesome, but it's not that good. I think I'd put it above Suzume. But I would not put it above that. I don't know. 3 stars? The night is short, walk on girl. This is a good one. This is a good one, but because I love Masaaki Yuasa. I do. I do. And I would say I think this is his best film. But I would say it's A. I would say it's A. I would say it's A. I'll give it 4 stars. Robot Carnival. Whoa, that is a throwback. That is a throwback, if I've ever heard of one. How long ago did that come out? It was the late 80s, I think. But Robot Carnival, I'd put it in either B or C. I'd put it in B or C. What is the general consensus? Let's see. 3.6 out of 5. Yeah, I guess. Maybe B. I'll put it in B. I'll give you 3 stars. Apologies. Now, someone also recommended Pompo the Cinephile, or Ega Daisuki Pompo-san. I did like Pompo. I did. But it kind of feels a little pretentious. It feels like one of those. It feels like it's almost in the same category as like an A24 film in the way that it is a little pretentious. I think it's good. I liked it. I like A24. I like pretentious things, but you know that Family Guy clip where it's like it insists upon itself. I would put it in B. I put it in high B. I put it in high B. I put it in high B. Not terribly pretentious. I'll put it 3.5 stars. It's good, but it does talk to make its point more than make the point. Yes. I do like pretentious, but... Now, these last 3 I have not seen. These last 3 I have not seen. And I don't remember the titles of them other than, I think this is Inuo. Inuo. Let's see what the general consensus for Inuo is. General consensus is about just shy of 4 stars. Just shy of 4 stars. So I'd assume that it is about a high B. High B. So we will classify that. I'm not really interested in watching Inuo though. And then this last one. One moment. What is this one called again? I remember this sparked quite an interesting discussion. I need to look up the title. One moment. The Colors Within has the same composer as Chainsaw Man. Okay, now I know the title of these. The Colors Within. One moment. Oh, this looks very nice. The Colors Within. It looks like it's rated about a B. So I'll put it in B. And then The Tunnel of Summer and Exit. Tunnel of Summer. The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes. Oh, this is also ranked decently. It's about the same and around B tier. Interesting. Well, this is our completed anime movie tier list. Oh, it's by Science Saru. I do like Science Saru. We did it, everyone. That one is likely a B because of time stuff. I see. No Fs. I think most anime movies are decent. I think most are quite decent. That's all, folks. This was a very fun discussion. I do quite enjoy this. I have to figure out what we will be... I think next week we will likely discuss Christmas movies, favorite Christmas movies, because the week of Christmas, on Tuesday, I will actually be traveling, so I will not be able to do Tier List Tuesday. So, instead, we will be doing Christmas movies next week. Yes. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining me for another lovely Tier List Tuesdays. It was wonderful to discuss anime films with you and share my definitely unbiased opinion. Thank you all so much. I'm going to go rest my throat and take a nap. And maybe take another flu test. Thank you all so much for coming out, and I will see you all tomorrow. We will be playing more Resident Evil, if I'm not dying. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.